Well, hello there people from the internet, how are you doing? I am the Russian Sniper and this is some Bad Company 2 on heavy metal. We're playing some Conquest. Now today is a special day for any Battlefield Bad Company 2 fan. It is Bad Company 2's 5th birthday. Yes, 5 glorious years have passed since this beautiful game came out, and it's still a really tight race between what is the best Battlefield game. Now to me personally, I think it's between 2142 and Battlefield 2, leaning a little bit towards Battlefield 2, but the most funnest of them all, it has to be Bad Company. It's just the ragdoll effects, the destruction, the Wookiee suits, the voiceovers, just all together, Bad Company just worked. And that's why 5 years on, I'm still playing it and I'm still enjoying it. And it's one of those games that I don't think you'll ever get bored with. Even if you're picking up Bad Company after Battlefield 3 or after Battlefield 4 or something like that, and you're seeing like what's all the fuss going on about Battlefield Bad Company 2. If you're a sort of younger Battlefield player, let's just call it that, and you get into the Bad Company now rather than getting into it 5 years ago when it was out, I still think this is one of those games that you need to buy rather than not buying it and not experiencing what Bad Company 2 was. As I mentioned, yes, things are going to feel a little bit different because you didn't play the game back when it first came out, but still, you're going to see what the fuzz is all about. You know, why everybody regarded Bad Company 2 as a really good game and they really enjoyed it and all that sort of stuff. And I still think it's a game that you just must buy, and it's always on some sort of sale. I mean, it might not be today, but if you keep an eye out on Origin and on Steam and all that sort of stuff, you're always going to find it for $2.99, $3.99, $4.99. You sort of owe it to yourself if you haven't played Bad Company to get it and play it. Now, as for 5 years after Bad Company 2, well, in 5 years, a lot has happened on the Battlefield. We had Battlefield 3, which was a huge success for DICE. We had Battlefield 4, which wasn't a huge success for them. They did a couple of things. Some things worked. There was some definitely really cool stuff in Battlefield 4, but overall, it's still going to be remembered by most people. Yeah, this just had too many issues and this and that, and that's kind of what's going to be remembered for Battlefield 4. And now with Battlefield Hardline coming out, it's going to be, again, a bit of controversy because a lot of people see it as a cops and robbers game, and it's not a true Battlefield game. A lot of people see it different, so we'll just have to wait and see how things shape up in the next sort of coming years. You gotta remember that in Battlefield terms, you have to be looking at it in years and years of service, as it were, because Battlefield 2 came out in 2007, and it was a good 5 years before another Battlefield came out, which was Battlefield 3. But in between, we had Bad Company 2, we had some other games that came out. So I think that's going to be the key in the future, you know, to take the time, make the game right, put your time and effort into making a good game rather than sort of focus on the sales and trying to ride that wave. You know, Battlefield 3, let's face it, it was a huge success for them. It was really popular. They sold 15, 20 million units. Well, I don't know how many they sold. They had 3 million premium users. You know, they really did make a lot of money out of that game. And I think that's why Battlefield 4 was rushed to capitalize on that sort of thing. And, I mean, as a business standpoint, then yeah, you want to make money because that's the whole thing. But as a consumer, I sort of don't want to see a Battlefield game come out every year or every 2 years because I know it's not going to be the best Battlefield that you're going to make. Now with DICE being split and you having DICE Stockholm, you have Visceral working with them together now, you have DICE LA. You know, people are making different DLCs, they're making different things in different places. DICE is getting a bit bigger, so maybe in time they will get the resources and the manpower and they will be able to sort of churn out a Battlefield game every couple of years. But I still want them to bring back the fun from the old Battlefield games, you know. Personally, I've never really cared about camos and skins and, oh look, I have a knife with a bipod or something like that. I never really cared about that. I cared about having a really fun game to jump in and play, and Bad Company 2 is that game for me. I can always go back into Bad Company 2 and enjoy it. Yes, it's probably going to take you 3, 4, 5 matches or something like that to get used to the game again and to get used to some of the things that were sort of bugged in the game, but overall Bad Company 2 is still going to be regarded as that one really cool Battlefield game that you can join in time and time again, year after year, and still have fun in it without you being invaded by a million pink camos and stripes and this and that. And it's just going to be nice, simple, clean fun. And you should be getting this game because you'd be missing out on some fun. As for Battlefield, after 5 years, I did tweet Battlefield and Vincent, the community manager at Battlefield, hoping that they're going to do something for it. You know, it'd be really cool if they did one map from Bad Company 2, just port it to Battlefield 4, or maybe onto the CTE, and just let us play with the new models and the new weapons and all that sort of stuff, just to see how he plays. And maybe that would have been a direction that they might follow or something like that. It'd be something definitely cool if they ever did it. There's no news yet of that happening, but hopefully something like that should happen, because it is something to celebrate that your game is still being played after 5 years by a lot of people. I mean, right now when I recorded this video, there were just over 1,500 people playing it, so 1,500 people, it's still a lot of people considering it's really early in the EU and the Americans are all asleep. So by the time you have all the Americans on, I suspect there's going to be 2,000–3,000 people playing this. Even though it's early in the EU, there was still Rush, there was still Conquest, there's Squad Deathmatch, there was Team Deathmatch, it was all available for you to play. And that's what makes the game fun, because you can still hop in your favorite game mode with your buddies and have a bit of fun. So that's kind of really it for my 5-year birthday wish for Battlefield. Battlefield Bad Company 2, happy birthday, and may you live another 5 easily, so I can play every time I need my fun fix. I can just hop into this, play a little bit, and have a bit of fun. I'm going to leave you with just a little gameplay. I'm going to turn the volume up, let you enjoy the sounds, the guns, the madness, the voiceovers, and all that sort of stuff, and I will see you guys in the next one. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy the video, post a comment, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next one. The Russian Sniper, incognito, fighting for the US, out.
Enemy infantry spotted.